Good morning. Welcome to the forecast discussion for May 17th, 2013. Of course, it's Friday. We've made it through another week. And today is actually going to be pretty nice out with a nice northwesterly wind and a Canadian air mass building in. We can see that with the low dew points here in the 30s and 40s. And our temperatures are already ranging from the upper 40s to lower 50s over much of the northern interior, and mid to upper 50s, even a few lower 60s in the New York City metropolitan area, and lower to mid 60s in the Philadelphia metropolitan area. Again, you can see this nice northwesterly wind ranging anywhere from 5 to 15 miles per hour, a little bit stronger over Connecticut, around 15 miles per hour, and as you head towards the Philadelphia metro, around 5 to 10. Overall, pleasant day is expected with temperatures rebounding nicely into the upper 60s to lower 70s over the South Shore of Long Island and along the immediate New Jersey coast, and lower to mid 70s elsewhere, possibly even a few upper 70s in the Delaware River Valley as skies remain clear. Now you can see the radar is pretty much quiet. There really isn't much going on out there. The only shower that we see is all the way out here in the Tennessee River Valley, and for the most part I'm expecting dry conditions today. However, when we take a look at the latest infrared satellite picture, you can see, first of all, here's our high pressure system, but we still have a few of these little pesky disturbances moving along the stationary front and cold front to the south. Again, almost everyone's going to be dry today, but I can't rule out a rogue isolated shower, especially in the afternoon hours. Otherwise, tranquil, comfortable, beautiful weather can be expected today with low humidity. Now also notice we have a nice little disturbance here. Let's go take a look at the water vapor satellite picture. You can see we have that nice northwesterly flow. Here's our high pressure system over Ontario, just to the north of the Great Lakes. All of our disturbances, and by the way, warm, unstable air, is clearly locked in to the south of this stationary front. To the south of that stationary front, we have a nice, moist, tropical, unstable atmosphere capable of producing strong to severe thunderstorms. You can see one disturbance here, another one here. And that's pretty much where the severe weather is going to be located, unfortunately, over the next several days. However, these disturbances that are moving right along the stationary front could produce an isolated shower today and tonight. Very, very isolated. And what we're going to watch for through this weekend is that this high pressure system is going to shift towards the Canadian Maritimes. And as it's doing so, the winds at the surface in the mid levels will shift from the northwest to the northeast, the east, and finally the southeast, and eventually by Sunday to the south. And as a result, that's going to transport a marine Atlantic air mass. And what that means is increasing clouds, better chance of showers, especially on Sunday. Again, isolated to widely scattered. I'm not looking at a washout here. But because of that shift in the winds, our temperatures are going to be locked into the mid to upper 60s right along the coast, and upper 60s to lower 70s elsewhere. Not the worst weather, granted, but still nowhere near as warm as what we saw yesterday with temperatures in the 80s. So clearly we are dealing with an air mass that is under the influence of this high pressure system and the wind direction shifting off the Atlantic through this weekend. Eventually, this stationary front, as the high pressure system shifts off the coast, is going to shift to the north of us. And as a result, that warm, moist air that is sitting up over the Tennessee River Valley and Mississippi River Valley will move into the northern mid-Atlantic, and that means our temperatures are going to rebound into the 70s and the 80s, possibly even some upper 80s by the end of next week. But that also means we're going to see an increased potential for scattered showers and thunderstorms, especially in the afternoon. Again, not everyone will see them, but these thunderstorms will have the potential, because of these little pesky disturbances in this air mass, to produce severe thunderstorms capable of large hail, heavy downpours, wind gusts over 50 miles per hour, and frequent lightning. Well, I guess you could say we're shifting towards a summer pattern, because that's pretty much what summer is all about. Now, let's take a look at the latest model guidance from the Penn State UL website. This is the European model. Again, for this evening, notice our trough is lifting up into the Canadian Maritimes, and our high pressure system is shifting towards the Canadian Maritimes with it. So as a result, our winds start to shift to the northeast by this evening. Again, tranquil weather really is expected. Not much really going on aside from maybe an isolated shower. Other than that, tranquil weather conditions, dry conditions, and excellent weather conditions if you're going out to the Phillies or Yankees game this evening. For this weekend, high pressure is pretty much in control. Again, you can see that high pressure system shifting off of the coast, leading to more of initially a northeast wind, then an easterly wind, and southeast, and eventually southerly wind by Sunday. And of course, that's going to transport more moisture into the atmosphere and also an increasing potential for showers. Now, notice we really don't have any strong low pressure systems here. That's pretty much focused in the plains, as you can see here. But you see this little disturbance here? That's what could produce some scattered showers, a little bit of lifting with some of that moisture in the atmosphere. Not a washout, but clearly with the potential of more showers, increased cloud cover, our temperatures are going to be held back a little bit in the upper 60s to lower 70s away from the coast, mid to upper 60s along the coast. By the time we get to Monday, though, we start to see a shift in the weather pattern in which that the winds at all levels of the atmosphere comes from the southwest, and that means warm air at the mid-levels and lower levels starts to move into the region. So Monday, look for temperatures to rebound into the mid to upper 70s throughout much of the region, cooler along the coast, lower to mid 70s. Again, better potential for a scattered shower or thunderstorm as a result. For Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, we're under a nice southwesterly flow. High pressure's locked in around Bermuda. As a result, we end up nice and warm. Our temperatures surge into the 80s, increasing humidity, a few disturbances here and there you end up with your scattered showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon. Otherwise, temperatures in the mid to upper 70s along the immediate coast, lower to mid 80s, possibly even upper 80s away from the coast. Best potential for upper 80s likely in the Delaware River Valley, let's say around Camden, central Monmouth County, central New Jersey, for example. Southwest New Jersey, maybe even Newark, New Jersey. Should be nice and warm for the middle and end of next week. Now, by the end of next week, heading into the holiday weekend, keep an eye on this trough and the potential cold front here. Now, the models have been playing with this trough, at times trying to produce a cutoff low, then a strong cold front, then another upper level low, and a storm developing off the mid-Atlantic coast. What that basically tells me is that the models are trying to grapple with just how strong the base of this trough is. For right now, I expect scattered showers and thunderstorms on Friday with warm temperatures. Exactly how strong this cold front is and whether or not any disturbances try to cut off and kind of meander off the mid-Atlantic coast is very much in question. So we'll have to keep an eye on it. It's a highly volatile forecast, but we have, about 7 days to work on it. So really, we don't have to jump to any conclusions just yet, but just know that probably the start of the weekend next weekend might be a bit stormy, but certainly warm. And in the meantime, a nice deep trough continues to develop in the west, and a broad ridge at that, starts to establish itself from the plains to the Atlantic seaboard. Well, that is your forecast discussion for today. Of course, I'm your meteorologist, Stephen DiMartino. You can follow the latest weather information at nynjpaweather.com and nynjpaweather on Twitter and Facebook. Have a wonderful day and weekend, and stay safe out there.